Pope Francis tells us that love is not words, it is work and service. As family, we are called to serve each other, our church, and our community in this very special year of the family and the 40th anniversary of the Hope Appeal.
And we want to do all that we can as church to meet the needs of the family, and then as families to continue to help brothers and sisters throughout the diocese and throughout the church.
Let's look at some programs that focus on families. Catholic schools. Why do parents choose Catholic schools?
I'm a product of Catholic schools myself, and having been through it literally from kindergarten through college, there's something different about it. It's so special. Even just walking into this room, the same sign that we have in our kitchen is in this room about family and the family rules, and that it is a family system, and we felt that from day one. My 5-year-old will come home and tell me about compassion and sympathy and empathy and generosity, and that's amazing.
My generation went to Catholic schools when there was no tuition, but today that isn't the reality.
We couldn't do it without the support and the help of the school and the Hope Appeal.
When we can help somebody else get a Catholic school education, I think it's a wonderful investment.
We definitely sacrifice, we know what we can and we can't do at certain times, and maybe eventually we'll get to Disney, but this is so much more important.
As family, we are called to serve our church.
We're both very active in the church.
With fewer and fewer priests, nuns, brothers, it's up to the laity to keep the faith going and to contribute. We have to pick up the slack. We have to do more and make the church more a part of our everyday life.
And I think it's time for families in this diocese, across this country, probably the world, to know that a church is a place of refuge, a place of love, a place to build community, to share.
By me going to church, I have a family at all times. I never feel alone. And that is so important to know that I'll never be lonely.
I think it's time for us to go out and say, families, you're welcome home.
Generations gather for the youth mass at St. John the Evangelist Church in New Hartford.
The future of the church depends on participation of the youth. So I participated as a youth with my parents and my grandparents. So it's important to pass that tradition on to our children so they can be leaders one day spiritually, not only in the church, but in their own families, hopefully.
I would rather go to church with my family and experience the homily and experience the whole Mass with my family than just by myself.
The moment that touched me the most was seeing the little kids get up and sing the song that they've been practicing in their religion class. It gets them involved in Mass, and it gets them excited about coming to Mass.
When I saw my granddaughter up there this morning, I was very proud. She brings tears.
Our Lady of Sorrows in Vestal is fostering faith formation and evangelization through their Alpha program, sponsored by the Hope Appeal. It's an 11-week program that helps people to learn more about their faith. People gather to share a meal and talk every week. They watch a video and then discuss it. Programs are offered for youth and adults.
What I love about the Alpha program is it gets us back to our roots and our foundation. And I think especially for people who've been brought up Catholic and raised Catholic all their life, it gives you a chance to ask, why am I Catholic? And I feel like it's preparing you to tell other people, this is why I do it. I think it's helped us become more excited about our faith again.
I think it's also given us a connection as a couple. So after Alpha, the drive home, we usually have a lot to say to each other. And even after the kids go to bed, we're like, well, what do you think about this? And then what do you think about this?
The kids have taken on being little ambassadors to the new kids who are new to Alpha.
I like that we can all come together as a parish and come together or sit at a table, and at the beginning they feel like strangers. Halfway, somewhat through, they don't feel like strangers anymore. They start feeling more like friends.
When people feel like they're part of something, they keep coming. And I feel like what's been astounding is we keep calling these little Alpha miracles where we're at Mass and all of a sudden we see a face that we've seen at Alpha but we've never seen at Mass before. And people being able to share their stories and say, look, I've come back.
If you have been going to Mass your whole life and you're here every week, or if you have fallen away from the church and aren't quite sure where you're at with your relationship, it's perfect for any kind of situation.
We've had grandparents bring grown grandchildren. We've had grandchildren bring grandparents.
As family, we are called to serve our community. The Lullaby League is a program of Catholic charities.
Family is the foundation for everything, and without the right start, without loving, caring parents, children aren't able to become everything they were meant to be. We keep families together when we report on children not going into the foster care system and children staying healthy, being born healthy, staying intact with their families. That's a huge success. Ensuring that every parent understands their role as their child's first and most important teacher, and then providing them with the tools, information, supports, and resources really does allow for us to help be a part of giving every baby and every family we serve the best start possible.
I love my job. I absolutely love my job. I can see the impact.
We've been in existence for over 30 years, and our best referral sources are the clients themselves who've graduated from the program and want to make sure those they care about also can give their babies the best start possible.
I just love the program. People will definitely learn from it. It's definitely really informative, and it helps a lot.
As family, we are called to serve. All of you have very generous hearts. I hope that you will contribute to the work of the Hope Appeal, to the work of serving our brothers and sisters in need, through your generous response to this annual appeal. May God bless the generosity that is so characteristic of the people of the Diocese of Syracuse. May God continue to bless us, and as family, may we continue to serve.
Please give generously to the 40th Annual Hope Appeal. As family, we are all called to serve.